And welcome back. Well, our next guests are hoping to revitalize our love of hymns and church culture. So they're putting together the first annual Black History celebration in July.
As part of the event, an award-winning gospel singer and songwriter is going to lead a master class that looks at the history of hymn-style singing and ways it influenced modern culture. Crain and Chauntel McKenzie are with the Better Project Awareness Foundation. The group is organizing this great celebration. Great to see both of you.
Guys.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. This is wonderful. Tell us about the Better Project Awareness Foundation.
So the Better Project Awareness Foundation is an organization that I started about 8 years ago. We use music as a platform to create positive change. So we tackle issues like self-esteem and perseverance and a lot of other things that music can be a great healing tool for.
It's wonderful.
And why the Better Project? What do you raise money for in that aspect?
Well, when we, the Better Project Awareness Foundation, we raise money to, we sponsor free music camps throughout the summer for kids ages 6 to 16. So every instrument that I learned to play, we teach those to kids for free.
It's awesome.
What inspired Black History in July?
Well, you know, I was having a thought, you know, February is considered Black History Month, but it's much too short to capture all of the things that Black people have done in this country, and so wanted to find another time for it, and it just had a good ring, you know. Black History in July, it sounds good. So
yeah, and February is always such a short month. I think, you know, not only is there a lot of topics, but it's also celebrated in a month that is very short on the calendar.
It's cold, and people want to cozy up inside.
Right.
And we shared with Valentine's Day. And the Super Bowl has been in February, and the All-Star. So it's a whole lot of things that are happening. So you know, Black History in July just sounds great. So my goal is to do a Black History in July celebration in several different states.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about the importance of the church hymn and that singing style and why that's been something that's important and needs to be talked about.
Sure. So one of the things, Chris, the great visionary and founder of the foundation,
We didn't see him get all like, oh, who, me?
I was at Summerfest last week, like most of us were in the city of Milwaukee, and I got to see some great performances, and a majority of popular music is rooted in hymn style singing. You can hear the underlying tones and the homage that it pays to hymn style singing. And so there's a great quote that says, we can't know where we're going if we don't understand where we've come from. And so through a celebration like this, with educating everyone, regardless of your background and your history, this is all of our history. And so that's what makes the music so impactful and just a great time, feel good, family friendly music genre.
I love it. Do you guys have a favorite hymn?
Well, I do.
What are they?
I'll say my number one is going to be Christ is All.
Okay.
Very popular song, and I grew up hearing my mother sing it all the time. And it just stuck with me, and I can still hear her, you know, to this day, just kind of walking through the house singing the joint.
Cute. Do you have a second and third?
Second, "'Tis So Sweet." Third, "Old Rugged Cross."
Yeah, I like that one too. How about you?
He probably has 10. My favorite definitely is a more modern hymn, but still older though. It's "I Won't Complain," and similar history. My grandmother sang it in church very often, and just as a woman, as a wife, as a mother, all the things on the plate, that whole thought of like, I won't complain, which a lot of days we want to complain. And that's what hymn style music does. It to me, it pierces you in a way that it brings up memories, but it also inspires and empowers, and so it's so relevant.
And it's such a part of your family history. That's what's cool about both of the hymns that you guys are your favorites, is it connects you with your grandmother or your mother. I think that's just so precious. And you sang on our show.
I did.
I just wanted to mention that because people might recognize you and go, oh, hey, I saw him before.
I'd like to add one thing with the way Black people do church. There's a way that we sing hymns, and it takes you on a journey, but it's filled with expression and experience. It is, and I think that's the piece where it's important to be able to preserve that kind of a thing. Not that one's better than the other from a cultural perspective, but the way Black folks sing church music, it just it has a soulful thing that we want to share with everybody.
Right.
I love
It's true.
that you're
Yes.
sharing it with everybody. That's wonderful. So people can be part of this wonderful celebration. The event is happening inside the Marcus Center for the Performing Arts. Beautiful place for you to hold this celebration. On Saturday, July 27th, it's at 1 o'clock. If you go to Ticketmaster.com, you can get tickets to this wonderful event and find out more about Black history in July, which is wonderful. Is there a website people can visit too for more information about the Better Project Awareness Foundation?
Yes, yes. You can go to www.tbpaf1music.com.
Wonderful.
Thanks,
Great
you
to see you
guys.
both.
Thanks
Thanks
so
for
much.
having us.
Thank you so much.